Home used to mean to me as a child is your base, it's your world, it's your foundation. And when you get older, home becomes what you make for yourself. Home is where you find peace. First remove I remember was from Ibadan to Lagos. And the house in Lagos was big, it had a huge grounds. At the time, growing up, when each of us as children, everybody had their own tree. So we used to play around in our trees. So I remember space, I remember green, and I remember lots of running around outside and fresh air.
This space that we're in means a lot to me because it's about family and it's about being home. And those two things are really core to what this brand is, and working with my mom. We're family, we're home, and home is really about wherever you are in the world with the people that you want to be with. And so because of that, this has also been the inspiration for what we want to say through the clothes and how we want people to feel.
I grew up in Lagos. As a child, went to elementary and primary school, brief stay in secondary school, and then the Civil War interrupted that and I left Lagos. And I went to England and stayed there until I graduated and came back. And when I came back, I started my career as a journalist here. So yes, Lagos has shaped my life in many ways. It's a very cosmopolitan place. I don't know when I realized I love fashion, because as growing up, you wear what your mother tells you to wear. And I know there were periods when I didn't like what she liked for me to wear, but you do what you're told. It was becoming a teenager and moving away to complete secondary school and college that I developed my own style. And I found that there was an ease and comfort about our own clothes, our own fabrics, our own colors, that meant so much more to me than any Western ideas I saw around me. What I think of the primary African silhouette is that you take a piece of cloth and you wrap it around your body. Not that you take the cloth, make it into a particular shape, and then fit yourself into it.
Growing up under my mother's roof, style was very much a part of our everyday life. I realized my mom had a distinct sense of style through the way I would see other people reacting to what she was wearing. You know, when you're growing up in your home, you don't always know that that's not normal. Even to just go run errands, she'd be dressed up, and in her mind, it was just the way you look when you leave the house. And I think it's a very sort of Nigerian thing to be dressed. And so my mom's style influenced me from a very young age. She would always wear lots of colors. I remember distinctly pink, yellow, greens, all of my favorite colors I think I saw on my mom first. I define my own design voice as something that's taking influence from the different parts of my life. And then really what I see as my design voice is curating and bringing things from different kind of influences and perspectives together. The design that I did for the pantsuit was inspired by the one-shoulder dress that my mom designed. So there's always something that I might see, usually starting from an inspiration, and a lot of that is from my mother. Sketching and fitting and draping together is very exciting. It feels like lights are coming on in my brain because all of a sudden I'm starting to see how things can come together. And because we're coming from different perspectives, and because my mom has a much deeper background when it comes to actually making clothes, having her there and influencing what I'm sketching always makes me feel like stronger about what we're creating.
When I see her designing, and particularly I remember the latest outfit she designed, which is a pantsuit, I was so proud because it was a great design. She's always had a flair for design, a flair for creating and painting and art, so that she can now use it in this way is very gratifying.
I also just want to say that when I was younger, I wanted to be a fashion designer. And my parents told me no, that I have to go do a liberal arts degree. And so here we are.
Education is education. It's very important. I think the values that guided us was, okay, it's an expression we use very often these days, but are we being true to what we want to create? Is it carrying the signature we want? Is it covering what it is that expresses our own vision of what an outfit should be, how a woman should look, how it should make her feel?
We want this collection to be about returning to who we are and celebrating that. We lived across different places in the world, and my mom always tried to instill culture in whatever form that was, and often through dressing. So this collection really speaks to carrying who you are wherever you are.
I've always been fascinated by what is indigenous to us, the way we use color, the way we use line, and the way in which our bodies are the source of what we wear. We don't wrap ourselves up. The whole idea is to enhance you, to make you comfortable, to look good, to move well in it. It's not about fashion deciding what you should be or how you should be. It comes from what is around you and what your roots and culture tell you.
A big part of what we're doing is that creating this intergenerational brand. And so we always want to make sure with every decision that we're getting a balance of who can wear this, who do we see wearing this. Of course, anybody can wear any of the items, but who are we creating this for? And trying to keep in mind, will it work for different people in different settings with different body types? And so because we wanted to create this inclusive brand, not just for sizes, but also generationally, and to see people shown in a way that we haven't really seen as much, especially when it comes to intergenerational style, because style is something that's lasting. It's something that we've spoken about for many years. So I'm very excited that we're now at a place where things are coming to fruition. To work on something with my mother's name sewn into it means that there'll always be something that people can see and touch and feel that's hers, that she created, and that I created with her. So it means a lot to me.
When women wear ENYA, I hope they feel themselves. I hope they feel comfortable and beautiful and elegant and graceful. I hope they feel at ease with themselves and not have to fuss about how they look or how they feel or what is fitting or what isn't fitting. I hope they just feel themselves.